Hi, I'm Linda from Blacksburg Bell, and today we are going to draw a pumpkin. It's so easy because right now you know how to engage your right brain and you know about lines and shapes. And today that's all that a pumpkin is made of, lines and shapes and how they meet. So let's get started. All right, we're ready to get started today. And remember when we did the fall leaf and we had the pen and we did a modified blind contour where we looked more at our subject than we did our paper? I'm going to do the same thing today to warm up. Now, you have to keep in mind that you're looking at the pumpkin from here, and I'm seeing an entirely different view. I'm seeing the top of the pumpkin. So what I'll do is I'll draw what I see, and then I'll tip the pumpkin so that you can see what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my pen down and I'm going to decide where to start. It's just like the leaf. This has a little bit more shape to it, a concrete shape, and it has a lot more lines. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to start up here with the stem, and I'm just going to try to get the texture that is on the top, and you'll be able to see that when I get finished here. But now I'm going to draw the stem, and I'm just going to call it a line. I'm not going to call it anything else. And I'm going to come up and meet here. I see a few more lines in here, so I'm going to put those in. And now it's starting to look more like a pumpkin stem. Now I have to place where the pumpkin meets the stem, and so I'm going to keep my pen moving here, and I'm just going to get the contour. And remember, the contour is very simply this shape of an object, and in this case the shape is a sphere. And then I'm going to pay attention to how the lines of the pumpkin are going, because a pumpkin is round, and so we're going to have to use rounded lines to make sure that when we get done, our pumpkin looks rounded. And of course, some artists will say, I'm going to be drawn realistically, so I am going to count those stripes on the pumpkin and get exactly the right amount. Well, I tell you what, when you start doing that, then you start driving yourself nuts, especially when you're first beginning to draw. All right, so that was pretty easy. Now let me turn it so that you can kind of see what I was doing. I tried to get this texture here with some squiggly lines. I got the lines here, and right here, guess what? I was talking to you and I wasn't looking at how the lines of the pumpkin went. Let me just show you this. Doesn't that look natural there? And look what I started doing here. I started just adding random lines, and they really don't express the contour of the pumpkin. So that's a mistake that I made, just not paying attention. So when you engage your right brain, make sure you keep your nonverbal side going and really look and see the lines that you see and not the lines that you think you see.